Hey, it's Mike. I'm back. I'm ready to go. Thanks for sticking that out. Oh my goodness, what do we got going? We got Jolynn. Thanks for being here. Good to see you. Eliana, good to see you. Eliana, with the prayers. Those are some great prayers. Okay, and AJ, good to see you here. Good to see you here. Duke of Squirrels in the house there. Great to see you. We got some Namo, Gora Hoodie. Yeah, absolutely. Yabba Dabba Doobadiah is my favorite. I think it's my favorite one from now on. Is Yabba Dabba Doobadiah. Yes, absolutely. Everyone. Shalom to everybody. Abba Dabba. Abba Dabba Doobadiah is my new saying there. Please like, share, and subscribe. Good to see you. N, Fake Human, AJ, and we got Rafal. Yes, Abba Dabba Doo, Abba Dabba Doobadiah to all the ex-Iskanites, and making sure that everyone gets out, everyone has a chance, everyone hears the truth, and we are here. If anybody out there felt like they had nowhere to turn, nowhere to go to talk about their experiences in the Hare Krishnas, if you want to share with us, we'd love to hear what you have to say. If you just want to watch and take it all in, that's great. Please like, share, and subscribe. Jenna Morton, good to see you. And I think Yabba Dabba Doobadiah. Yeah, Abba. I love that. I just love it. We're having fun. We have fun here. And somebody commented in the Reddit group that they watched my videos, and then they read my comment, and then I sent them a link, and they were like, "Oh, that's you. I saw your video about child marriage," and they were like, "You seem so high vibe, so to speak. You seem so high vibe after what you've been through." And yeah, this is not a pity party. I mean, it could be. I mean, we're all here, and we all experience this crap. But we're here to have a good time. And where's my good time? This one gets me. This one gets me a thing too. But I like it. And we want to have a good.
Just what is it that you want to do?
Well, we want to be free. We want to be free to do what we want to do. We want to be free to ride. And we want to be free to ride our machines without being hassled by the man. And we want to get loaded. And we want to have a good time. And that's what we're going to do.
That's what we're going to do.
Let's go.
Let's go,
We're going
baby.
to have a good time. We're going to have a party.
Yeah, we're gonna have a party. Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna have some fun, and so we're gonna start off with the opening. Here we go. What I call the is this where? No, I got to get the new opening here. Hold on a second. Let me get this going. We got to do it right. Here we because we got to get the little ladle. We got to get the little, where is it? The little ladle.
Hello?
Hello.
so funny. That is so funny. The little ladle. The little ladle. Yeah. Hey, I'm glad to hear about your. I'm glad to hear about your dad. I'm glad he's home. I'm glad he's doing better. I'm glad you're having fun. That's what we do. We have fun. We have fun here, and and it's like someone was saying, it's like therapy. This is like therapy. It is therapy for me. I'm gonna tell you right now, this is therapy for me. Yeah, exclusive news, man. We got it. It's like do 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 do. Scammers are scammer alert. There are scammers in your neighborhood, and they are posing as holy men. Film at 11. Yeah, Ghana. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you here. Fake it to, fake it to you. Yabba dabba dooba dia. That's exactly what it is, man. We
I
are.
can dance. Boo 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 boo. You sing it with me, and then you'll know. Boo boo boo. Yay!
Yay, we're all yabba dabba doing. We're yabba dabba doing it. And boom, boom, boom. Absolutely, man. All right. So yeah, we got a lot of viewers already, and I know it. I know we got some ex ISKCON people. We got Gorahari people in here, and for you, those of you that aren't aware, if you want to read the text messages yourself, I posted them as a post, so you can just go and you can just see what was going on. I ain't trying to hide nothing. I ain't trying to make up anything or hide anything or anything. And I know a lot of you are interested. A lot of you want to know. My Substack. You go to my Substack is Sri Mukunda Speaks, and you can subscribe there. It's all the same videos there. I might start putting some other stuff there that's not like for YouTube, like maybe writing some stuff. I don't know, but you can contact me through Substack. I know some of you already subscribed, and that's great. Thank you for that. But you can do that, and then of course, if you want to reach out to me, if you want to reach out, I think is this it? No, that's not it. There we go. That's the one. It's MikeSandoval.com. And actually, yeah, you can contact me at my webpage. It's MikeSandoval.com. There, if you want to. if you're in the cult, if you're in Gorahari's group, and you Snotnananda, and you want to reach out to me, you can definitely do that. Oh, did I change the name to Good Rice? I changed the name to Good Rice. Yeah, I guess I changed it to Good Rice. I wanted it to add new flavor. But thanks. Yeah, so I did that. The Good Rice. Hey, pause. Hey, man, I know you're sticking it out, man. We're with you, man. We're with you all the way. Yeah, we're with you, buddy, man. We're anyway. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna have some fun. But before we get to, let's start off with this knitting cult lady. Of course, knitting cult lady, my favorite. To teach us, give us a little, little refresher course, and this is about thought stopping language. Here we go.
Thank you for your service. This interesting thing that we culturally parrot at veterans. Let's talk about it. I'm Danielle, a scholar of cults, extreme groups, and extremely bad leadership, and former U.S. Army captain in the 101st. Very proud veteran, and have written all about my military experience in both of my books, Uncultured, My Story of Growing Up in the Children of God Cult, Going into the Cult of the U.S. Army, and The Culting of America, the tactics on how cults get you. One of those tactics is called the thought-stopping cliche, and to me, that's what thank you for your service is. Now, people get wrapped around the handle when we talk about brainwashing, and it's very confusing to folks, and folks thinks that it leaves you as a mindless automaton, and that is not so. That is the best thing that has ever happened to cults. All brainwashing is getting you to stop asking questions. And that's what thought stopping is for. To stop asking questions, to stop the hard conversations, to not make you have to sit with it, right? We should probably be having a lot harder conversations about veterans, not to mention what other groups deserve our respect and our thanks for their service. I mean, we saw who were the necessary personnel during COVID, and it wasn't military, right? So I think it is one of those things, right? I don't know basically any veterans who like it. It's just something that is said, and then we have to say something back. It's an automatic thing. Nobody is thinking deeply about it. Nobody's asking you, the veteran, how you feel about your service, or thinking to themselves how they feel about our
I'm sorry.
military and what our military does all over the world, something which we all support with our taxes. So yes, I absolutely get what you're saying, and I do not feel disrespected by it as a veteran. I think it's an important conversation to have. Why do we say this, and what does it mean? I'm Daniela, scholar of cults, and you can get my new book, talks all about thought-stopping techniques, attached here, or listen to me read it to you anywhere you get your audiobooks.
So yeah, the brainwashing, the thought stopping techniques, and really that's what it is. Like she says, getting you to stop asking questions. And when Prabhupada couldn't get these guys to stop asking questions, and they kept asking about this and that, and he had no answer for them, and he wanted them to stop asking. Finally, he just said, "There's the door. If you don't," he said, "I'm not going to answer your questions." And that's it. It's stop thinking. And I know it's like, and that's what I know. That's what Paz is up against with his brother. I feel that the last time I talked to my brother, I couldn't help but be negative about the cult. It's hard to hear him talk about how great it is. It's hard to not get upset. Yeah, I bet it is. I mean, it may have been easier when you didn't know how horrible it is. When you just thought it was some weird thing that he got involved with, and you had to go through that on its own. Then that's one thing. But then when you found us, and we're telling you, and you're seeing videos, and you're seeing these gurus, and you're seeing what's going on, and we're explaining it to you, and you're getting, it's like you're getting it firsthand exactly what's going on. You can see it. You can see the craziness. You can see the cultiness. You can see the brainwashing. You can, and you're hearing cults being explained to you, and then I'm explaining how it applies to Hare Krishna. I mean, it must be. I can imagine it might be overwhelming for you to have to sit there with your brother and pretend like you don't know all this stuff, or like this doesn't bother you. I don't know what that's like. I mean, I know what it's like for me now. It pisses me off when I hear about people like your brother, people like this woman that's trying to get out, people that are just joining, and they're asking about it. Like, hey, people who are saying that their husband or their wife has got a book, and now they're all into it, and I don't know what to do because now they're acting different. That shit pisses me the fuck off, because I know what this bullshit is. It's like seeing someone getting messed up, with some kind of an addiction that they can't handle, like a gambling addiction. And you just see them gambling their life away, gambling their house away, gambling their possessions away. Or somebody addicted to hard drugs. And their life is gone, and for what? So I know how you feel, man. We all feel it. I just want you to know that. I just want you to know that, man. Yeah, we all are, and patience is the key. Patience is the key. I guarantee you. I guarantee he's gonna get spit out sooner or later, man. And I know that's not a good prognosis, but I just. Yeah, I mean, we all do, man. It's just, you know, you got us here. Yeah, you've got us here, and it really is. Nothing but inner conflict, inner turmoil. The brainwashing is strong. I know it. It's tough sometimes. Yeah, we know, man. And I'm not sure who said it. I don't know if it was Ghana or AJ or who said it, but Prabhupada continues to destroy or destroy relationships, destroy families, break up families. Prabhupada's been dead for 60 years, or, whatever, however many years he's been gone, 50, 60 years. Um, his bullshit is still wreaking havoc, causing problems. Yeah, yeah, we're not. I'm trying to. Sound is My sound is off. Is my sound on now? I hope my sound is on. I hope it went. I hope. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna have to like, buy new equipment. I guess this was happening before. Um, yeah, joining was easy. Leaving is extremely difficult. I guess I have a. I guess I have a short because I see the sound is working, but I guess every now and then it goes out, and I gotta try to keep my eye on that. Um, okay, it's back on. Yeah, I apologize, guys, about that. I was really getting into this thing with. I was really getting into this thing. Yeah, man, man. Every time you come on, man, it just kind of like takes over the whole thing because it's like it's like a reality check. It's like a full on reality check. Um, I don't know what to do about this sound. Um, yeah, the cult. It tears families apart. Uh, my mom lost her first husband to the cult, and I know many others who went through the same. Yeah, it's just and I hate to think about how these people, this cult breaks up people's family. Like Paz's brother. It sounded like uh, he had a great relationship with his family, and then this cult came along, and now he doesn't have a great relationship with his family. Like he hardly sees them. He moved away. He joined this cult. He doesn't contact them. When he does, he seems like he's brainwashed. Um, it's just not a good. It's just not a good situation for the family. I mean, and we know what that's like. We know what it's. Yeah, and the cult is still tearing my own family apart. I don't talk to my brother because he's still a cult member and he's very he's very fanatical and has radical views on everything. Yeah, I'm glad we all get together and share, because I think that's probably the most important thing, is that everyone gets together, that we get together here and we share, and we expose this together with all our different stories. We all have a different story to tell. Yeah, it does. It sucks. It sucks to have a family member. It sucks to have a family member in this cult. I'll tell you right now, and that's why when I see on the Reddit group or anywhere where people are talking about how they're like pause, their wife or their husband or their son or their father or their daughter or somebody got a hold of a book, and now they're showing interest in it. They're showing interest in it, and the person is saying, my best friend got a book, and now we don't play tennis anymore. We don't do this. We don't do that. And and sure, people grow apart. That happens. Friends, you don't always stay friends with everybody in your life forever. But the friend can see. It's like my friend could see. He's like, man, you were being manipulated. I could tell that you were being manipulated. They had you weren't thinking straight. You were, just like how we look at Gora Hari and his people, and we go, you guys are nuts. My roommate wasn't a devotee. He's looking at me going, you got a statue of this dead guy in the living room, and you're putting flowers on his feet, and you're cooking this food and offering it to him, and you're doing all this wacky, weird stuff, and then all your friends come over with shaved heads, and you dance around with the chingy ching chings and around this dead guy's statue, singing songs, talking to him like he's sitting there. And all you guys talk about is this bullshit. He could see it, just like the same way we see it now. Yeah, it's kind of a place for people with radical views. If you don't already have some radical views, it'll give them to you. It'll tell you. Make you a racist, sexist, a child marriage promoting, pedophile protecting, wanting a 12-year-old girl for a wife. That you can go. People think it's a bunch of hippies or whatever, or peace and love and spiritual. There ain't nothing spiritual. I don't know what spiritual means. Nobody will tell me. But it's no spiritual when you're talking about women like to be raped and have small brains, and it's okay to beat the kids and marry little girls off at 12 years old. And black people belong in the jungles and all this crap. That's not spiritual. It's just not. Bullshit is what it is. Yeah, I don't know. Man, it's just it's distressing. That's what I was trying to say. Yes, you took the word right out of my mouth. It's distressing. I hope each and every one finds their way out one day. But this stuff is the fact that the man in the orange pajamas, dude, a worthy fucking. It's so crazy. It's
the whole world gone crazy? Am I the only one around here who gives a shit about the rules?
Oh my God. Okay, so let me share this with you. We did Knitting Cult Lady. Let me share this. This is off of the this off the pod webpage here. Let me show you this. This is distressing, but I just want to show you this. So this says difficult times for Serbia devotee. Okay, and it says, yeah, my mic still on? My mic on? Okay. It's and this guy Pod, it's on the Pod webpage. He doesn't give a fuck, but it's absolutely mental to see adult men and women prancing around in their marble temple floors, worshiping and swaying, as well as brainwashed beyond belief. It's totally mental. And they were doing it in my living room, and my roommate was watching. And when I finally broke away, he was like, "Phew, man, you were friggin' out there." He was like, "You were out there, man. I knew you were. I mean, you were gone." And he was like, "I'm glad you're back, though. We can play guitar again, or we can hang out again." Me too. I have aunts, uncles, cousins, a few others I no longer keep in contact with, because if I do, they would demonize me for leaving the cult. Yeah, it's a different form of mental illness. It's definitely a form of mental illness. It's a self-induced psychosis. I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say. I feel so sad to think how much I hurt my family when I joined up. Yeah, I'm so glad I did, and I'm so glad I didn't do any of the shit they were telling me to do. These people were telling me to do. You should join the temple. You should move to India. You should, join the ashram. Get away from your family. Get away from your parents. I mean, it really was. And I'm glad I didn't do it. And all the devotees that I met that were telling me that they did that they just left their family, left their this. I dropped out of high school. I dropped out of college. I quit my job. I did this. I joined the traveling Sankirtan, Radha Damodar traveling. I joined this temple. I went and did this. Moved to where. I was just like, man, how do you do it? I mean, I just wasn't brought up like that. I wasn't brought up that way. Yeah, you gotta do it. You gotta feed that good rice. Absolutely nothing's fucking spiritual. Yeah, absolutely nothing's spiritual. Nothing spiritual at all. I mean, it's just not. I mean, if you want to talk, I don't know what spiritual is, but if you want to talk about, well, it's not, you're being nice, or this, you're not eating animals and whatever. I don't know what the feeding of the statues and all of that. I mean, I understand. I on one hand, I understand if you want me to think of it like you're a caveman and this is what cavemen were doing 1,000 years ago. Yeah, I can understand. That I can understand. It's like the Renaissance fair. You want to pretend you're a caveman and you're worshiping little rocks and you're washing the rocks and cleaning out the ears with a Q-tip, and you're singing songs to this rock or a statue or whatever, and feeding it some rice and some can. I don't know, man. And you're trying to tell me that's love. That's love while you leave your family, leave your wife, leave your kids, to go off to what? To worship a rock, a pebble, a stone, a friggin' snail, a fossilized snail from 100,000 years ago, from some river. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. There's no way that you can look at it. There's no way you can look at it and make sense.
The whole world gone crazy! Am I the only one around here who gives a shit about the rules?
Orange pajamas, man. Orange pajamas. Yeah, I agree. I agree, but yeah, I agree with you. That's a good policy to have. Your dad's got a good policy. This cosplaying is on a different level. Okay, so I want to get back to this. I don't want any trolls come in here. I don't want to think I'm not. Yeah, after 50 years, several of my high school friends remember me as the only guy in our city to run off be a Krishna. Yeah, I was that guy too. 2 months of dressing like a genie and dancing. 20 years of 20 years for me. But yep, that's what that for 20 for. There's some people that think I'm still a Hare Krishna because the last thing they knew was I was a Hare Krishna for 20 years, and they don't know that I'm not anymore because I don't talk to a lot of those people. A lot of people probably think I'm still up. They assumed I was a lifer because I was in it for 20 years. So I'm sure there's a whole bunch of people that when they think of they think of me like from high school. They think, yeah, Mike, he became a Hare Krishna, and they think that's all they. But if they look me up on the internet, see, with the internet, they could look me up on the internet and go, wow, he got out. He got out. Good for him. Yeah. Okay, so I want to get to this pod thing. He says here, so Pod says, why isn't Shiva Ram, a swimmer pod, taking care of these people? Oh, we know why. He's too busy swimming. But he says, so this guy, Dina Bhaktadas, he says, we have just learned about the difficult financial situation of our dear Ishvara Prabhu, Mataji, Teja Garangi, and their 2 children. If we count Ishvara Prabhu's years of devotional service, he should be 1 step to retirement, but unfortunately, that is not how things are functioning in our movement. Well, yeah, duh. That's what I'm saying. I've been saying that for years now. And you don't get no retirement. So what if you've been Hare Krishnas for 20 years, ISKCON for 20 years? It doesn't matter what you've done. Unless you're a guru and you're getting guru money. If you're not getting that guru money, so what? You really thought someone was going to help you? I mean, I'm not giving a hard time. I'm not trying to kick a dog when he's down. I'm just saying that this is what this cult does. This is what this cult does. I don't give a fuck. It's called exploitation of labor, which means they get your labor and you get nothing in return. Nothing. He says, he gave his youth and life in book distribution. Yeah, I bet he did. In running the centers in 2 cities in Serbia, in hosting and serving devotees, in cooking seva at summer camps and for festivals, in traveling around and preaching mission, and in cooking and personally serving Jai Potato Head Maharaj. He also made the first and only chariot for the Lord Jagannath and has organized many Rath Yatras in Serbia. Yeah, they've suckered him. They suckered him really good. They've had him doing a lot of shit for free, for years. He says, in recent times, he is a responsible husband and father. They depend on their garden. They depend on their garden with vegetables, and they sell seeds and seedlings and canned food. But this is not a stable income. So this is his income. He after all of this, he's got to grow vegetables and sell seeds and seedlings and canned food just to survive. This is for a stable income. It's not even a stable income, especially during the winter when they cannot afford to pay heating bills. So Ishvara Prabhu is bringing some woods from the local forest. Unfortunately, he is suffering from rheumatoid arthritis. The fuck is going on? The fuck is going on, man? It says he's a responsible husband and father. It doesn't sound responsible to me if all he can do to provide for his family is grow some vegetables in his yard and sell some seeds and canned food, and they admit that that's not even a stable income. He's got to go out and gather wood to build a fire so that so they don't freeze to death. And he's got rheumatoid arthritis. I mean, what the fuck is going on, man? I'm telling you. I mean, I'm not trying to make fun of this. I told you were going to have a good time, but I mean, seriously, this is a serious business. He says every morning the pain in his hands is so strong that it looks like he will not make it through the day. Only after a few hours after struggling in the garden, the pain becomes tolerable. This is one of those important opportunities when we can all sacrifice some of our money to help dear devotees who are in trouble. For us, this is the shortcut for getting Krishna's favor, since he is especially weak about his devotees. Well, I thought he was supposed to take care of his devotees. You know, I don't understand. Krishna is supposed to provide, and the Sringadev is supposed to protect, and all of this stuff. Why not all the demigods were supposed to be happy when we're chanting Hare Krishna? I thought it was supposed to satisfy all the demigods. Like worshiping Krishna makes all the demigods. And so how come Lakshmi's not giving this guy money? How come Shiva's not making everything good, and Ganesh is not taking away obstacles and doing all the things? How come this guy, 30, he's got a family to provide for? He's done all this service. He ends up with rheumatoid arthritis and can't even heat his house. He's got to go gather wood like a friggin' like a 16th century lumberjack. What the hell is going on? And they want people to join. Oh yeah, I'll join. Sure, sounds like fun. Sounds like fun. I can't believe this. What do you say? It's just like how Islamic countries operate at most religious part of the state. If you leave, you get punished. ISKCON aims to do that, exactly that. Mass preaching and conversion. Yeah, once I decided to leave, I never had any devotees trying to pull me back into the fold, so to speak. But maybe others here experience was different. I had my friend Shimaya, when he found out that he was in L.A. because he doesn't live in L.A. He came and he was like doing Harinam around my house, and I guess he was like trying to provoke me, or I don't know. He was trying to, that was the only thing. Other than the intimidation and the death threats, I mean, other than that, I mean, I had a great time. Other than the death threats and the intimidation, how'd you like the Hare Krishnas? Yeah, but they all think now that we committed some serious offenses. That's why we lost our bhakti. Yeah, that's what Gora Hari says. The same thing. They all say that. And that's what Prabhupada says. We criticize pure devotees, and now we lost our faith as punishment. Yeah, I mean, of course. That's not only is that a dehumanizing us or whatever, but that's a signal. That's as a flag to the people inside that this is why they left. They didn't wake up. They didn't wake up and come to their senses. No, they became stupid again. They became stupid again. Like, remember when you were stupid and you didn't know about Krishna, and then you became like flowers for Algernon. You became like Charlie. You became smart for a while, and then you went back to being stupid again. That's it. You're back in Maya again. He needs a doctor to prescribe the right meds. Rheumatoid arthritis is treatable. Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have any. So after years and years in this cult, opening temples, being temple president in different cities in Serbia, doing all this service, doing book distribution, being a servant to Jayapataka Swami, and traveling around preaching mission, cooking, cooking seva in summer camps, running centers, hosting and serving devotees. He did all this work for years and years. He's got a wife, he's a husband, a father, he's even a farmer. He's growing vegetables. That's how he makes his living, is with these vegetables and food. And and now he needs medical help, he needs assistance, and there's nothing. Because without him working, his family goes hungry. If he's not doing, he can't even take time off just to heal. Because who's gonna do the work? Just crazy. You know, like, and I still, and I, you know, I'm on Social Security, so I think about those 5-6 years when I wasn't working. I was like volunteering at the temple, and I wasn't putting into my Social Security, and now I'm paying for that shit. I wasn't thinking about it at the time, but when I went to apply for my Social Security, and I saw like 6 years where my earnings was zero. And now my benefits were like lowered because of that. That shit's affecting me now. This bullshit that I put 20 years in, and to think that they wanted me to just I put all my years in the whole 20 years, I'd be getting nothing. It's like this guy's getting nothing. This guy's getting nothing, and you think these Ritviks care? Ritviks don't care. The gurus don't care. ISKCON doesn't care. Madhu Pandit care? Madhu Pandit doesn't care. Yashodanandan care? Yashodanandan doesn't care. Does Paranjan care? No, Paranjan doesn't care. Paranjan put it on his webpage, and then he put it on his webpage, and then right after his webpage, he's got his little picture of Krishna. Oh, isn't that cute? We got the sad story about this devotee is getting shafted. He's got nothing but the shaft, and Pod doesn't say anything. He doesn't say anything, any help, useful, helpful, anything. And then, well, I'll put a picture of Krishna up there. That'll make things better. These pieces of shit. Yeah, worship of images. You think they are them. You feed, clothe, put to sleep, treat them as incarnations of God. It's called idolatry. Yeah, and it's just, it's one thing to have, to have something, and everybody's got something. Maybe you've got, your grandmother's ashes in an urn, and you got that on the mantle, and maybe you put a flower next to it, or some little thing, a little statue or something that they're lying, and they light some incense and they put it on there, and that's it. But if you think that it makes you some kind of spiritual holy man, I got news for you. It ain't. It just ain't. But it's okay to go ahead and just, if that's your way of respecting and honoring and offering and being one and being whatever, and that's your way of connecting, I don't have any problem with that. But don't make up rules for me. Don't make up rules for me and then tell me I'm a demon because I'm not following your rules, and I'm not worshiping your rock, and I'm not worshiping your dolls, and I'm not floating the dolls around in the pool, and now I'm somehow a demon because I'm not worshiping your lion man and worshiping your stories and worshiping all your bullshit, and I'm thinking of the demon head eating the moon. Now I'm a demon. It went from, hey, just you can just chant Hare Krishna if you want, and to well, if you don't, you're a demon. Oh yeah, there's a lot of elderly devotees who suffer in their advanced age without any money, savings, or pension and insurance. Imagine entering the temple broke and going out broke and lonely. They don't want people with no money and no nothing. Um, Back in the 90s, it was famous policy in FISCON temples that if you've got sick, they'll send you away for a visit to your parents. Couldn't afford other bhaktas to get sick, hence not able to sell. Yeah, I wasn't in the ashram, so I don't know what the daily goings on in the ashram was. I mean, I was around it, but I wasn't in it, and I I didn't like it. I'm not a live in a dorm with a bunch of guys showering, taking turns getting up and eating and do. I'm not that. Oh no, that's too much like the army. That's too much like I'm not doing that. I'm just not. If it had been the old days where the only way you could join the Hare Krishnas was to uh, do that, like back in the '60s, early '70s, where you had to join, you had to. Nah, I ain't doing that. I wasn't gonna do that. It's a sad way to end up suffering from a treatable illness because no one cares and you don't got the money, and it's something so simple. People are being treated for it all the time. And these people are just the lowest of the low. They're low lives. They're low. Hey, good to see you. I'm behind in the comments. Good to see you. I love you so much. Glad to see you're here. Um, Fill you in. I don't know. I don't know if to fill you in. You'll have to watch from the beginning. um, yeah, now we're ghosts. We're ghosts now. Yabba dabba do banana. Yeah, this is about the yabba dabba do padaya human and work exploitation from ISKCON as well as ISKCON. Yeah, so Gibran, uh, you still see Radharani up at the Hollywood Bowl? You still see her up there? Uh, Weird Planet. Good to see Weird Planet. My family was against me being in ISKCON. My mother passed away in '93, so I really got into ISKCON after that till '97. At the time, I felt free to do what I wanted, and ISKCON was it. Wow. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear about your mom, and yeah, it's just so weird how they show up. They just show up, and it's like they're always there. But when you, like Knitting Cult Lady said, when you got a couple things going on in your life, that's when they stand out. Prabhupada planned on devotees to be destitute and dependent on the temple for their daily rice. Yeah, he didn't want them going to college. He didn't want them working. He didn't want them doing anything. He wanted them selling books. He wanted them out selling books. Prabhupada was delusional. I believe Prabhupada was delusional. He was guilty of the same God man Messiah complex as Jim Jones and all these other guys. He thought that he was this guy. Everyone's going to be out selling his books, and his books are going to change the world and all this crap. Yeah, authoritarianism is what. Yeah, Prabhupada Prabhupada wanted to be in charge. He was, and he was. He was in charge of all these people. That goes to your head. It goes to your head when you have people worshiping you, telling you you're Guru Dev and you're Maharaj. I mean, look at this Gorahari guy. He thinks he's a friggin' second coming of God. He thinks he's on the level of If you listen to him, he thinks he's on the level of Jesus. Whatever. Okay, so I did. Okay, so I did that guy. This poor guy, man, and then. I wanted. Okay, so I did pod. I was getting the Casey around 91, 92, probably caused my mother a lot of concern. Yeah, my mother too. That was around the time I got into it around 92. Yeah, I often wonder what I would have been doing if I hadn't got into everyone would have definitely been better off. Yeah, we all would have been better off. Definitely. Okay, so I did the pod guy. Okay, so I got this queued up. I wanted to show you a little bit about. I don't even remember what why I had this queued up, but I got it queued up, and I'm just gonna go ahead and play it because guy's a goofball. The guy's a goofball, and I'm gonna go ahead and play it. And we'll laugh at this guy. I like to laugh at this guy.
All right.
And this is from yesterday or the day, just the other day. Let me see.
Yeah.
See, the way I got this thing of being a guru and a spiritual master was spontaneous. I never even thought about it because I was always relishing the nectar and the names and the pastimes of the Lord.
Uh-oh.
To me, it's like I wasn't even sharing it with anybody for years, and I just kept. To me, this is like real eating. I just kept eating the words, of God and all of this, and relishing and relishing and relishing. It got the point spontaneously. One person came, then another person came. And then they asked me, please, would you read these books? We don't understand them. And I started to give them the meanings of these books that I was ascertaining by my worship. And they were getting ecstatic. See, and then Prabhupada came. See, then Krishna came to my second disciple. He didn't have that dream. I did.
I'm just a dreamer, but you are just a dream.
So Prabhupada came and gave the order. You're doing exactly what I want you to do. Has my full approval. You keep doing more of this. And then Krishna came right after that to my second disciple and said, because of your guru, I just met her off the street, she was only with a couple of weeks, but she's very faithful, somehow, rather just an ordinary lady, this older lady, but Krishna came to her and said, because of your guru, you're getting my darshan. She actually had the full-blown darshan of Krishna,
These people are nuts. These people These people are absolutely nuts, and I don't know what to say, man. I really don't know what to say. He just explained it. He just explained it to you, so there's no. I'm not lying. I'm not lying. You heard it. You heard it directly from him. He had a dream, and Prabhupada came to him and told him that he was guru. He was guru. He was Maharaj. And then he had this disciple, this woman disciple, who Krishna appeared. Krishna appeared to this woman. It was probably Lalita. I mean, how insane do you have to be to have a dream? To have a dream that this guy. Okay, so she had a dream that Krishna came to her and told her that this guy that this guy is a guru, that this guy is the real deal. I mean, seriously. I mean, how friggin' insane is it? But no, watching this guy makes, he's no different than any of these guys. He seems extra slimy and extra whatever, but he's no different. They're all the same. The guy with the rocks, the guy putting the eyes on the rocks is just as nutty as this guy. He's just as fucking nutty, if not nuttier. I'm just gonna say it. How convenient. How convenient. No, it's so funny. I mean, it's just, and he says it with a straight face, like rational normal adult people will believe him. Like he says it like we're supposed to believe. That is so stupid. It's so stupid. This cult is evil. It is. All laughing aside, it is. It really is. And this guy's a psychopath. And they all are. They all are, man. I gotta just tell you that because anybody can do, well, not anybody, but these, it takes a certain kind of dickhead to do what this guy's doing. It takes a certain kind of con artist, a certain kind of scammer to do what this guy's doing. But anybody could do it if they wanted to, but not everybody's a fucking low-life scammer piece of shit like him. I had a dream about Prabhupada, and then Krishna came to my disciple and told my disciple that I'm the guy. Oh yeah, absolutely. I totally believe you, man. Trust me, bro. Prabhupada spoke in a wet dream to Gaurahari. Seriously, a yabba dabba doobadaya. He yabba dabba doobadaya his way into being a guru. He just totally yabba dabba doobadaya his way. We have white Jesus preaching to Indian Jesus, and we have a white Jesus preaching to Indian Jesus. Oh my goodness. Dreams can come true, isn't that what they say? I mean, when you wish upon a star, when you wish upon a star, man. I know. Super white Hindu Jesus giving sermons to the super brown Hindu Moses in the giggity sleepover. Oh my God, that's so funny.
All right.
Oh, yeah. And what's up with Anke Radhe with her confusion? Another case of a personality disorder. Yeah, I guess, I don't know. She's a victim. She's trying to get out, and she's stuck. I'm going to tell you right now, she's stuck. She was trying to get out, and they shamed her and humiliated her, and her husband, Gaurahari told her husband he needed to get her in line, and he did. He got her in line. That's how these people are. I wouldn't I'm not going to say there's domestic violence involved, but there has been in the past. A lot of these ISKCON people use domestic violence to keep their women in line. And Nara Narayan did, and a lot of these guys, when you read what a lot of these women have gone through, just on the Reddit page, what to speak of all the videos and testimonies and their own blogs and video blogs and web pages and all these things. There's so many women talking about how horribly they've been abused in this cult. Well, to speak of child marriage, we're just talking about women being smacked around and raped and abused by their husbands, boyfriends and husbands. So I wouldn't put it past the fact when Gora Hari was sitting there saying, "You need to get your wife in line. You need to get your wife in line, or you can't come in here and blah 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 blah." Hey, who knows what happened? Well, I know that she sent me a letter saying, "Well, Gora Hari is the greatest thing ever, and I'm a Gora Hari person, and you know, I'm gonna go be with him," and I expected that anyway. I mean, seriously. Hey, remember me, dude? Yeah, I kind of remember you. I remember your name. I don't remember. Hey, Don, good to see you, man. I'm so glad you stopped in and say hi. It means a lot to see you stop in and say hi. Yeah, I wish my dreams would come true. I wish my dreams would come true. Um, yeah, they taught the men how to be monsters the way they did. Absolutely, and that's what I was saying earlier. That if you don't have any hangups when you join ISKCON, they'll give you plenty of them. There you'll be homophobic, you'll be racist, you'll be sexist. You know, you'll be all of that. I mean, I think Prabhupada said in the dream, "Don't become a guru," but Guru thought, "Oh fuck it, no one will ever." Yeah, it's just so stupid. How stupid do you got to be to believe this guy? I mean, how stupid you got to be to believe this guy? He's no different than Jim Jones, thinking that he's David Koresh, he's Jim Jones. I mean, they all say the same thing. This Anke from Gorahari was initiated by Briga Govinda, admitted of no chanting of rounds, and now she does not have to do anything except blow her nose from time to time and laugh uncontrollably. Yeah, but she doesn't even do that. She admitted in the first email that she doesn't do that. She calls him Snotnananda, and she doesn't feel this ecstasy from that. She knows that. That's why she reached out. She's like, oh my God, she's like, oh my God, there's a bunch of people that think this guy's a dick just like I do. That's all it was. Believe me, I can see 4 miles. I can see. She came across us either when you guys were going into his room, into his chat and disrupting everything, or when he was coming into here. Whatever. She was like, oh, and she heard us talking. She's like, these are a bunch of. She could relate to us. She could relate to us, not this guy. But then when push came to shove, her marriage was on the line. She said, I'm not ready to do that. She was ready to do it in the email. If you read the email, she was ready to hop on a plane and move. That's what it sounded like to me. Hey, Don. No, thank you, buddy. Hey, good to see you, man. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, and that was the other thing that I was saying. Um, the other thing I was saying is like he's talking about escaping the matrix. How is that escaping? You cause more mental turmoil to this woman than she signed up for. She didn't sign up for this crap. She didn't sign up for having her husband worshiping you like you're fucking God, and that she got to worship you like you're God. Otherwise, her marriage is done after 30 friggin' years. I know they're nowhere near escaping any friggin' matrix. It's such a bunch of bullshit. It's such a bunch of bullshit. Okay, so we did that one. I got him out of the way. He's just such a scammer. Okay, so this, uh, I'm gonna run this and then I'm gonna talk about it afterwards.
Why conservatives use thoughts and prayers instead of taking action. There's a psychological reason for that. In 1997, psychologist James Alcock at York University studied what people do when they face a problem they don't know how to fix. When people feel powerless, they stop trying to solve the problem. Instead, they do something symbolic. Light a candle, say a prayer. It feels like action, but it isn't. Psychologists call this magical thinking, and American conservatives built an entire political platform around magical thinking. Children getting hurt in classrooms, thoughts and prayers, climate change destroying the planet, God is in control. 20 million people without health care, we'll pray for them. Prayer didn't pass gun laws, prayer didn't lower insulin prices, and prayer didn't house a single homeless veteran. But it felt good in the moment, and feeling good was the whole point, and this is why nothing changes. Because they already did something. They prayed on it. Problem solved. In the Bible, Jesus didn't pray for the sick. He physically healed them. Jesus didn't pray for the hungry. He fed the hungry. These people replace his actions with a feeling, and then they call it Christianity. These people are not praying for you. They are praying instead of helping you. Why conservatives use thoughts and...
Okay, so I just wanted to make the comment because he makes a great point. Absolutely, saying thoughts and prayers. I don't have to do anything. It's magical thinking. I'm saying prayers. Everybody believes in God and believes in prayers. So I'm sending thoughts and prayers, or God's in control, or the ones that the Krishnas always use is that it's all karma. It's all karma. So I don't have to do anything. I don't have to feel bad for anybody because it's karma. If you tell me that you broke your leg, I'm going to say, well, at least you didn't, break your back. Oh, you're burning off karma. That's good. And, that less karma for later. And they don't have to feel anything. You don't have to feel. You don't have to feel bad for anybody in a worse position than you, especially when they're karmies, because it's their karma. All the poor people that are hungry, well, that's their karma. They must have done something in their past lives. All the people that died in that plane crash, that's collective karma. All those people, they did something. And Krishna put them all on that plane, and it crashed, and all those people, they all got their karma all at once. All of them, all those people. Well, what about those babies that died? Well, they had karma from their last previous life. Otherwise, nothing would have happened to them. Yeah, many ISKCON marriages fail. ISKCON marriages they are nowhere. Wait, what? I was told by Gopal Das he left in the 90s that my penis was the handle that Maya would use to pull me down to the hellish planets. Gopal Das. Not Gopal Bhatta, the LA temple president, was the temple president for a while. Um, and they say some stupid shit. Like I said, they'll say anything. Any stupid thing that they hear, they repeat it, and then they say it's Vedic. Yeah, they still say a lot of stupid shit. They say the stupidest shit. And and I'm not trying to single anybody out, Don. you know, uh, but Radhakunda, my good friend Radhakunda Don, he used to tell me all kinds of stuff, and he would tell me, in this in this canto or in this book, it says this, and in this book it says that, and I'd already read so much wacky shit that he would tell me shit, and I would be like, I didn't know whether to believe him or not. It would be such fucking wacky bullshit. I don't even know, but it's all wacky bullshit. So how do you know? How do you know? Wait, what's going on? What are you saying? Believe me, Mike, we are in a delusion. You are right saying on this kind of people need to understand that it's a cult. But bro, there are more cults. I insist to make a video on them too. Well, yeah, there's a lot of cults. I haven't been in those cults. I've been in the Hare Krishnas. I've been in ISKCON. But yeah, definitely make videos, man. Make some videos. It's easier now to make videos than ever. You don't even have to do anything. You just get a program and tell it what you want it to do, and you tell it what you want it to say, and it'll make the video for you. Is the wheel of idiot ready? Yeah, I'm getting it ready. It's up here. We got to add to it. All right, so I got one more video. Actually I did that one. Okay, so I need some names. For this wheel. Oh no, I don't know. I good for him for getting a good job. Yeah, absolutely. That's a good job. uh, yeah. Okay. So here's the wheel. Here's the wheel. But I need some more names. So you got to throw some names out, and I'll add them. I'll add the names to the wheel. So you need to give me some names. You guys give me some names. I got Hare Krishna Society. I got Bhakti Marg. I got Hugh Turvey. I got Harvard Dumbass. I got William Zoda. I got Mahatma Das. I got Jai Potato. I got Shivaram Swimmer Pod. I've got Brian Tibbetts, Tibbet Swami Pedopod. I got Dave Amrita Das, Conman Ananda, Little Dicky Slavin. I've got Madhu Pandit, Scammer Pod. And I got the Punk the Flunk guys. What else do we need? We need the Hare Krishna guy, right? We need Hare Krishna Project. And then what else do we have? We have Nama Ross. We put those.
All right.
Whoops. We got Nama Ross podcast. Does anybody else got some ideas for some names? You got Jai Potato. We need to add some names. I got Jai Potato Head up there. We need to add names. So Gora Hari's up there. We got Gora Hoodie up there. Okay, we'll put Satsvaroop up there. We'll put Satsvaroop. and then yeah, Gorahari is on there. Oh, we got Lokanath Swami. We put Lokanath. Okay. Yeah, we got. Yeah, I got. Yeah, we got Hugh Turvey. We got Hugh Turvey is there. Hey, Charles. Charles. All right, we got a pretty good. We got a pretty good wheel. We got any more on it? You want to add any more before we give it a spin? I know there's lots of names that we don't. There's lots of names we could put up there. There's lots of names we could put on here. I don't know. Like I can't brainstorm all the names. I'm trying to think. Oh, here we go. Who do we got here? We got oh, Bhavananda. We put Bhavananda's creepy ass up there. Lokanath I have Sachinandan. Oh, we had Bicycle Das. And who did you have? You had a lot of these people I haven't seen. Did we got? Yeah, we got little Dicky Slavin up there. Sachinandan. We got Sachinandan. Oh, and we got to put that. Who was that guy? We who was that one guy that we did? Oh yeah, we have Trivikram. And who was that young guy? Who's that young, the guy who, was on his phone when the police pulled him over? What was that guy? I don't. Yeah, we got Lokanath. So we got Trivikram Sex Swami. Yes, we got. Okay, we're gonna end up giving this a couple. Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Swami. Is that the guy? Is that his name?
All right.
Is it Chaitanya or is it Chaitanya? Krishna Chaitanya Swami. Okay, I think we got a pretty good wheel going right now. Jaya Dwaita. Jaya Dwaita Swami Pod. Okay, all right. It's Swayam Bhagavan Keshava. Trivikram Sex Swami. An 85-year-old Playboy Swami. Playboy Swami. Bhagavan, Swayam Bhagavan was on the phone above the law. Yeah, that guy. All right. I think I think we got. All right. If you want to wager, you can wager. I think we got a full wheel of idiots now. We have a full wheel of idiots. Viagra Swami. You talking about Giri Raj? You talking about Giri Raj? Should we put him on there? All right. Okay. So I think we're gonna go. Oh, Prabha Vishnu, Nana Plaza Swami. Soy Cowboy Swami. Nana Plaza Swami. Okay. We have a whole Prabha Vishnu. Yeah, added him. He's on there. We just got him. He's Nana Plaza Swami. Okay. So, we have a full wheel. This is going to be fun. We haven't done this in a while. We're going to go ahead and spin the wheel. Everybody can put your wager in. We've got Rafael's got yellow, Eliana with the blue, Jolene with the blue. We've got Ghana with the yellow. All right. That's for root wagering. Green, idle fossil from my port. Yeah, okay. All right, here we go. We're gonna give this wheel a spin for the first spin of the night, and let's see what we got here. Here we go. Hey, it's Punk to Flunk. It's Punk to Flunk, everybody. How exciting is that? Let me see. We get over here. Punk to Flunk. We've got Wisdom of the Sages is the big winner for the first spin. First spin of the night is Wisdom of the Sages. And do we have a congratulations on that?
Unga!
There you go. We got an unga with that one. Okay, so let me find our Wisdom of the Sages. Yeah, the big winner was blue, and that was Eliana. Eliana, big winner, and Jolene, big winner. So big hand for Eliana and Jolene. Okay, and let me get let me find some. Wisdom of the Sages. Oh, how exciting. You prayed and lost. Oh, man. Yeah, because it's all karma. It's all karma, so your prayers don't work because it's karma. So how can a prayer override Kali Yuga? I mean, it just doesn't make sense, right? I mean, it doesn't make sense. Okay, so you got Wisdom of the Sages. You take a look. Here they are, the Wisdom of the Sages, a daily spiritual podcast. Well, whatever that means, I'm not sure what that means, but it's a daily spiritual podcast. And let's see what this is. He says,
the Bhagavatam itself is considered the essence of all of Vyasadeva's great Vedic literature. And the 10th canto is, in a sense, the essence of that essence. And the 5 chapters that describe Krishna's Rasa Lila, the dance that he does with the gopis, all that builds up to that, and then the dance itself, are considered the essence of the essence of the. This is the most sacred.
Imagine that. Wisdom of the freaks, wisdom, wisdom of the bullshitters, wisdom of the bullshitter, wisdom of the freaks. I know we've all got something to say. Wisdom of the freaks, punk to flunk. It's shelter. Yeah, I know. We're so lucky. We're where is it? Where am I? Where'd I go? Okay, we're so lucky that this is the ultimate of the ultimate of the top of the top, the cream of the crop, the top of the pops, the whole thing. It's the essence of the essence. It's the essence of the essence of the essence, and we just so have it that he knows. It's just we. It just how lucky are we that of all the essence of the essence of the essence, he this guy this super white Hindu Jesus, this super white Hindu, he happens to know. He happens to know that essence. He happens to know.
I do not avoid women, Mandrake. Yeah. But I do deny them my essence.
He denies him his essence. He the essence of the essence. I know. Wisdom of the beggars is the wisdom of the beggars, man. Wisdom of the book beggars. It's essence of the essence. Sex me up, daddy. I know.
I do not avoid women, Mandrake. Yeah. But I do deny them my essence.
I know. The essence of that essence, yeah, the porno lullaby for repressed saffron pajama, bananas in pajamas. It's so funny. I know. It's all it is. And he's gonna tell us how it's not. I know. Wisdom of the aged rocker, aged punkers. Wisdom of the old punkers. Wisdom of the old punks is what it is. It's from punk to flunk. Rasa dance is Kama Sutra for beginners. Yeah, this whole Rasa dance is just Rasa dance is just porno for Brahmins. You know, is porno for pyros. It's porno for Brahmins. It's porno for pyros. It's porno for guys that want to sit around and make a little fire. They want to make a little fire and wash their little rocks with a little ladle and with their little flame and their little flame and their little ladle, and then they can read about Krishna having sex with these little girls. I'm done. Good night. Good night, everybody. And that's our news. That's our news for the night. That's our news for the night. That's our news for the night. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man.
I can dance. Boom, 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 boom. You sing it with me, and then you'll know. Boom, boom, boom. Yay!
You know what? I gotta do this. It's too funny. It's too funny not to do it. So I gotta do it. Where is it? Oh my God! I gotta find this. I'm sorry, everybody, but I gotta do it. It's just too funny. It's too funny not to do it. Here it is. Okay, everybody.
Kalanalasamappravyam Vajanvanakesharam Kalanalasamappravyam Sakkunantastitam Divam Jalamaladalam Divam Vajanvanakesharam Kalanalasamappravyam Sakkunantastitam Divam Jalamaladalam Divam Vajanvanakesharam. I worship and serve Valanashringa, who has a bodily hue similar to the terrible fire that occurs at the time of destruction, who is situated at all ends of the hexagonal yantra, and who is all-powerful, and who is the god wearing a blazing garland. Ananta Achyutam Janam Vishwarupam Prabhum Divam Shringam Deva Devasam Tambaje Sapatomukam. Anantam Achyutam Janam Vishwarupam Prabhum Divam Shringam Deva Deva Sam Tambaje Sagatomaham Anantam Achyutam Jidam Vishwarupam Prabhum Vivom Shringam Deva Deva Sam Tambaje Sagatomaham Anantam Achyutam Jidam.
Okay, okay. I thank you for indulging with me on that one. That was too yabba dabba dooba die. Yeah, it was dabba dooba die. Absolutely. We are yabba dabba doing. We are. I gotta cut that. I gotta get that. Look, small ladle. I know this is too funny. Oh my God. Okay. Let's get back to the wheel of names. Okay. Um, let's take we have to take wisdom of the nuts off because otherwise it'll do it again if we don't punk the flunk. You get punk the flunk off of there. Okay. Here we go. We're gonna get ready. We're gonna get ready with the wheel. We're gonna give it another spin. And so if you want to wager. Bing. Okay. Wait, what is this? Roll them stones, Brian. Fucker. I saw his Palooza schedule for the entire year. Fuck me. Mongolia, China, India, USA, Poland, India. He's on a world tour. He thinks he deserves to like tour the world with his Guru Palooza. It's such a bullshit. It's such bullshit. All right, what do we got? It pisses me off. Rafael, I'm with you, man. That shit pisses me off. He's just touring the world on somebody else's dime. Like he's Mick Jagger or something. Red, okay, so we got Charles with red. We've got, yeah, we're spinning again. We got Weird Planet with the green. Weird Planet going with green. We've got Rafael with the red, Ghana with yellow. That's so stupid. And that's what we do here, man. That's what we do here, man. That's what we do. That's what we do. Stone and rock masturbation. It's like little pebbles. Okay, green. We got fake human with the green. Okay. And we got Snoggle. Hey, you doing? Yeah, he's on there. We got Bicycle Das. I call him Bicycle Das. Good to see you, Snoggle. Eliana with the yellow. And we got Weird Planet with green. Okay. With the frog. Okay, greenie. Okay. Okay, here we go. We're going to give it a spin. Oh, we didn't spin. Hey, it's Little Dicky Slavin, everybody. Little Dicky Slavin is our big winner on the second spin of the night. And wow, how exciting is that? We're going to get Little Dicky Slavin. Let's see. Let's look him up. And we've got, oh my, he's a guru and an author. Oh my goodness, look at this guy. Oh, isn't he just such a holy man? Oh, what a holy man. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. If the whole world got crazy, if this isn't the whole world got crazy, I don't know what is.
It's the whole world gone crazy! Am I the only one around here who gives a shit about the rules?
Oh man. Oh man. Yes, absolutely. Team Yellow is the big winner with Rodanaut. His face is so evil. I know it is. His face is just evil as fuck. Okay, Let me find a video. Let me find his latest video. What is it? I'm sure it's him getting worshipped. Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. Let's see. And I know this is gonna make me puke because his videos make me friggin' sick. I can't stand this guy. I think I hate this guy probably more than anybody. I I really do. More than anybody.
It is like the condensed summary of
Rick James, bitch, what are you doing with your feet on the couch, man? You can't be polite and just sit like a normal person. I mean, listen to me. I'm already friggin' ranting on this guy. But I mean, seriously, this guy can't just sit like a normal person on a goddamn couch. He's gonna sit there like he's fucking Maharishi, like he's floating. Fucking stupid. Fucking stupid ass bullshit.
all the hundreds and hundreds of books that comprise the Vedas. It begins Janmadyasya Yataha. That the Supreme Being, the Supreme Truth, is from whom everything emanates. Sarva Karana Karanam.
This knucklehead nodding his head like that was such a profound statement. It's not a profound statement. I don't care. I don't care what anybody says. It's not a profound statement. It's a bunch of babble. It's a bunch of fucking nonsense babble is all it is.
God is the source of everything and everyone, the cause of all causes, and the ultimate goal for everyone to reconnect with. Yoga, religion, means to just reconnect by harmonizing our...
He's not saying a goddamn thing. It's just the way he says it, and the music and all this, and then they think he's a holy man, so they're gonna sit there and just nod and go, "Oh yeah, yeah." Somebody stop him and say, "Well, what do you mean by that? Who says what?" Say something to this guy. But no, this is just a sit. Let him sit there and spout off his bullshit. Doesn't he do that every night in his temple? Every fucking day in his temple? Don't you invite him there so that you can...
bodies, our minds, our words with our souls, and harmonizing our souls with God, and harmonizing that relationship with all living beings and all of nature. That harmony is religion. That harmony is yoga. That harmony is true spirituality. So who is God? God is our eternal, forever source, creator, father, mother, but more than that.
If God is all of that, then what isn't God? And if God is everything, then God's nothing. You're not saying anything that means anything. Anybody can sit there and anybody does. Like Gorahari sits there and says the same crap this guy says. It doesn't mean nothing. He was involved in the murder of Salochan. Yeah, I mean, that's what they say. That's what they say. I mean... I do.
It's the supreme object of love, and God is a supreme lover. And in that love, when that connection is made, it includes everything.
This is all bullshit. This is the same crap that Gorahari says, except he does say it a little bit better. He's got the God man guru thing down a little bit better than Gorahari does. But you can see how is my mic on off? Okay, now it's okay. I forgot what I was saying. Harmonizing my mind with stones, foot Jews, abuse, bullshit, rapes. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he was. He has that evil vibe. Well, he was definitely there. He was definitely there. So, you know, and he was there. They were all part. I mean, they were all part of the commune. You know, he says he wasn't had anything to do with it, but they were all there. And if you read Henry's book, he goes into detail about who knew what, when, and where. Yeah, anyone can learn a few things and then recite like a parrot to act like you know what you're talking about. And that's all of them. That's all of them. That's why there's super white Hindus. That's why there's super white Hindus. They're cosplaying. I mean, this guy's cosplaying. Sitting there on the couch, he's with his legs like he's a holy man. He's a goddamn holy man. He ain't holy. Yeah, he was, and they all were. Dave Amrita and this guy, big follower of Kirtanananda. They didn't see anything. They didn't see anything wrong with Kirtanananda. Okay, they didn't see anything wrong with him. They thought he was God. They thought he was a guru. They thought Kirtanananda was Gorahari. Okay.
If you see somebody who's crazy and you don't realize they're crazy, then you're fucking crazy.
They're fucking crazy. If this guy was around Kirtanananda for years, right-hand man right there wearing the robes and doing all the bullshit and chanting and all that stuff with Kirtanananda and Dave Amrita, and they couldn't realize that Kirtanananda was friggin' insane, well, then they're fucking crazy. They're fucking crazy.
If you see somebody who's crazy and you don't realize they're crazy, then you're fucking crazy.
You tell them. You tell them. These spiritual whores, like Bill Burr said. Fucking spiritual whore. If you're really in bliss, spiritual bliss and everything, just go off and be blissful and go live in a hut by the river or whatever and bliss yourself out. No, you got to be guru. I got to be guru. I got to walk the world. I got to write these books. I got to open temples. I got to be worshipped. You put flowers around me. I got to lecture everybody. I got to teach them how to be friggin' God, man. Bunch of bullshit. Absolutely. Absolutely. May 22nd, 1986, Lochan was shot. 40 years later, this bastard is giving classes of receiving foot fungus washing, fungus footy washing, and millions of dollars. Yeah. That's why people want to talk about karma. Where's this guy's karma? Where's this guy's karma? Where's the karma for all these pricks? Molested all these kids. Abused all these kids. Raped all these women. Where's their karma? They want to say everything's karma. Degraded Kali Yuga. Well, where's the karma for this guy Where's the karma for everybody that was involved in Solochan's murder? Wasn't just one guy. It wasn't just one guy. There's a whole bunch of people. Whole bunch of people that were involved in that shit. Current threat is Swayam Bhagavan Keshava Swami. Yeah, all of these guys, like somebody was saying, I was reading a comment where somebody was saying that, ISKCON doesn't really, people don't really join ISKCON anymore like they used to. And I was saying, no, people, yeah, they don't join like they were back in the 60s and 70s, but people join every day. Every day somebody's losing their brother, their wife, their husband. Every day somebody joins somewhere. Banana Swami. Yeah, it's Banana Swami. It's a lot of these guys really should be. I agree with you. A lot of these guys, they do. There's no justice in this. There's no justice in this cult. There's no justice in this world. That's why we have to create it. We have to create courts and juries and judges. We have to create justice because there is none. There's things don't even out. There's no karma. There's no, the good and the bad. No, we have to create that. We have to catch bad people and put them on trial and put them in jail and make it happen because it doesn't exist. It just does not exist. Yeah, that's why it's a cult. That's why it's a cult. Yes, and ISKCON is still a problem. It's still a problem. Somebody was saying, well, ISKCON doesn't really, it's not a big deal because then I said it's a big deal. Just one person, if one person joins in one temple in every country where there's a temple, that's 100 people a day. That's 100 families, 100 parents losing their child or whatever, siblings, friend, whatever. And it's more than that. It's more than that. It's more than just one person in one country. It will be a problem until it disappears. I agree with you, man. I agree with you. And sometimes I've said this before, and I know, and I'll say it again, and I'll say it in the future. Sometimes I feel like I've said everything there is to say, and I'm just repeating myself over and over. But I have to remind myself that every day there's somebody new. There's somebody new that hasn't heard, that doesn't know, that's coming on YouTube for the first time in their life, and they might get a book. And they don't know. They've never heard of Hare Krishna. They've never heard of ISKCON. They've never heard of Hinduism. They've never heard of Prabhupada. They've never heard of this. Every day at El Camino College, what the hell is that guy's name? Brigupati, every day. El Camino College, Pasadena City College, Santa Monica College, wherever the fuck he goes. Every day he's out there with his books, selling his books to kids, trying to get them into this cult. Every Sunday they have a Sunday feast in LA, and they have a bunch of people come, and they're always trying to get new people to join Sunday feast. So it's still going on. It's still happening. It's not like it used to be, but it's still affecting people. Absolutely, man. Who was the woman in that video said her god sister was raped by him? I don't remember that. I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, yeah, they graduated from the, yeah, absolutely. One of the oldest One of the oldest. This is definitely an old ass cult, and it's been using this mind control, these mind tactics, these control tactics for hundreds of years. Hundreds of years, teaching these people to worship these gurus, wash their feet, teaching them that these scriptures are this and that, and using all of these techniques with the mantras and the thought-stopping cliches and the isolation and the us versus them and the transcendent message and the say all of these things that it takes. This has it all, and they've been doing it for hundreds of years. They've got it down. That's why these books work so well. That's why Prabhupada's books are so potent. This isn't Scientology or some new. This is hundreds, if not thousands, of years of this brainwashing crap. Yeah, I hope I hope it's a revolution. I hope just like Scientology, how they're all coming. These youngsters are coming together against Scientology, and I hope something like that happens with Hare Krishna. It would be great. It would be great if a bunch of kids went down to the Rath Yatras that are going to be happening across North America this summer and across Europe. If the young people went down there and disrupted the Rath Yatras and said, hey, this is a pedophile cult. These are pedophiles. These gurus are pedophiles. They protect pedophiles. There's child marriage in their books. And this is some bullshit. I would love for that to happen. I mean, that would be the greatest thing ever. Mike and the Revolution. Mike and the Revolution is like, I think Prince has that one. Mike and the Revolution. Divyana Sharma. Hey, good to see you. I'm glad you're here. Hit the like, share, and subscribe, man. Yeah, ISKCON. Yeah, I'm glad you got out, man. I'm glad you got out early. I was in for 20 years. I'm glad you got out. I hope you didn't spend 20 years in there. But ISKCON can spread in India fast because it's, it's like fertile ground. That's fertile ground right there. There was a video done by a devotee. She is still dressed like one. Look it up. Okay. Yeah, there's this. I wanted to show you this one. Maybe I can look it up real quick. It's I thought it was really sad. Here it is. Let me see if I can. Oh, here's another one, I guess. Here's another. Oh, I didn't know. I guess she had a dream. So I wanted to show you this woman. Maybe you've seen her on. Maybe you've seen her online. I guess she's Ukrainian or something. She's from Ukraine. She's in Vrindavan and she passes out food, gives out food. And she had a video about answering some questions about what she's doing now. But here, this one.
เที่ยวต่างประเทศเหรอไปครั้งแรกใช่ไหมล่ะไปไหนไม่ถูกหรือไปแบบถูกๆยังไงดีเหรอ
You came from the royal family from
That time
Nigeria.
you see so many mystic things, snakes and all that stuff. Years ago, Srila Prabhupada was in my dream and actually gave all the so much suffering in the world. You see a lot of inequality in the world. Yeah, I travel all over India and also all over Asian countries, Africa and Europe. Our faith become much more stronger. We become like rock.
Ishwara Prabhu,
Hare Krishna.
All glories to Sri Vrindavana Dham, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. I would like to ask you a few questions about your prominent past and about present and some future, because you have so much experience in practicing bhakti and you have so many things to share with new generations. My first question is that you came from the royal family from Nigeria and you joined ISKCON in 1977.
So, whoops, I don't know my computer. Sorry, everybody. My computer is there. We go. Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. There's a video of that woman. She said, "Yeah, there's some." I don't even know. I don't even know where to go begin with that one. But I know what you're talking about. So this woman, she was in Vrindavan. She's in Vrindavan with her husband. She's got 2 kids, and somehow she's on this thing about if we go back to her webpage, she thinks she's saving India. She's she thinks she's feeding India and giving the people in Vrindavan Krishna and Krishna Prasadam because she's a super white Hindu. She thinks that that's her thing. That's what she's got to do. Like these people in Vrindavan don't. They need her. Like it's important for her. Like that's the Tarzan syndrome. I'm the white person, so and not only am I a white person, but I'm a super white Hindu. I know Krishna better than they do. So naturally I'm going to come to Vrindavan and I'm going to feed them because she's always feeding everybody with the prasadam, handing out prasadam, and spreading Krishna. She thinks she's spreading Krishna consciousness in Vrindavan. Like Vrindavan needs her to spread Krishna consciousness. There's absolutely insanity. We are seeing the resurgence of extremism, fanaticism, and extreme nationalism in India right now. And majority of the population are not aware of how ISKCON is a cult. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I believe you. I absolutely believe you. So sad to see African people. I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. It is sad. It's brainwashing. Brainwashing.
So what inspired you to join Krishna consciousness?
Yeah, the time I joined, that time I was 18 years old, and I was in the college. Yes, being born in a royal family, I was also very, very much interested in spiritual life. So I was doing a lot of searching. I was reading so many spiritual books. In terms of like mystical books, you know, especially dealing with the Eastern culture, mysticism. Because there was a time.
And I have to tell you, it's such a racist cult. Their teachings are so racist. They say that black people, it's bad karma to be born a black person. That black people have bad karma just by being black. That's what they believe. And this guy will say, yeah, he will agree with it, just like the women agree with it. Just like Rupa Manjari will sit there and say, yeah, Rupa Manjari sat there on video and said, us women like to be raped. That's our problem. And my husband was raping me every night for the last 4 years or whatever, 6 years. And, you know, and it was a horrible experience. But, you know, Prabhupada says we like that. So I guess it was bad. I mean, I didn't like being raped, but Prabhupada says I did like it. So I guess I did like it, but I didn't really like it because I'm on here complaining about it. But I'm defending it because Prabhupada says that's a fucking psycho. That's a friggin' psycho. And here you got a black guy in there, an African from Africa. Prabhupada said Africans should have remained in the jungle, that they never should have been given freedom. Now, how do you follow that guy as a guru and say, well, that's my guru? This guy that said that the people like me, people that look like me, my ancestors, my people, are drunkards and stupid and never should have come out of the jungle, and we're savages, and we shouldn't be given civil rights, and we're just this and that. How do you follow that guy? I don't understand it. I never understood it. I forced myself to understand it because they kept telling me, well, this is Krishna talking. This is Krishna talking. This isn't me. I'm not saying it. It's Krishna saying it. Well, you agree with Krishna, you wouldn't be telling me. It's a disgrace. It's a disgrace. I know. Africa has such rich culture that you can get spirituality and religion in Africa. You don't need this bullshit. You don't need this bullshit. Hey, Duke. Sorry to hear about your friend. Take care, man. Thanks for stopping by, man. Absolutely. Yeah, it's even shameful they picked up Islam and Christianity. Yeah, exactly. We don't need these scammers coming. Exactly. And and I'm going to go back to this woman again because I wanted to let me see. Where is this? So she's got her 2 kids. She's running around with these 2 kids. I guess her husband left her. So she was there in India with her husband.
Up at 3 a.m. in the morning, and he went to Loy Bazaar. He brought some lots of vegetables, rice, dal, whatever he.
So this was a few years ago. The kids were babies.
Even though you love, it's difficult and stressed sometimes, and you cannot give it up also. And today.
So this is what I'm talking about. The delusion of we're gonna go move to Vrindavan, and we're gonna give Krishna consciousness to the people of Vrindavan with food and books, and I'm gonna take my 2 kids and we're gonna move these 2 kids. Now they were in that video. They were a baby.
Next morning in Vrindavan, we are going to the temple. I'm really enjoying this life in Vrindavan when you can just wake up and in 5 minutes you can be in the temple at Kirtan. And
it looks like my friend Mahesh driving that.
Now we are going to do some sweets distribution to begin our Seva new season, and Khichdi Seva also will be continued. Prabhu.
So she's delusional. She thinks that she needed to come from the Ukraine to Vrindavan to give these people Khichdi and books. Like they don't have enough Khichdi and books. They needed her to come. Is she going to come, this super white Hindu woman, is going to come and save the day. Going to come and give Krishna to the Brijabasis, because they don't know anything about Krishna. They don't know anything about Prabhupada. They don't know anything about Prasadam. What do they know? They're just dumb Brijabasis.
Already cooked a big pot of fresh ghee khichdi, but we ran out of everything: rice, dal, donuts, ghee. Everything is like already, like for a few days maybe left. The stock is left. So we are asking for your help and support, like and participation in this seva. If you are willing to do seva together with us, you can.
Yeah, that's her. So that's her. Yeah, I guess you sent it and I watched it, but I couldn't find it. But yeah, you sent it and I was watching. I had it queued up. I was gonna show it, and then I had a power outage or something, and everything, and I lost that video, and I just thought about it today. So she's in Vrindavan. She had a husband. She had 2 little kids. They moved to Vrindavan. I guess you can do that from the Ukraine. You can, I guess, like, because they seem pretty young to be just. I guess you can just get a visa and just move to Vrindavan. I don't know. And so they moved to Vrindavan, and now her kids are grown a little bit, like 2, 3 years old. And now her husband left her. He went back to Ukraine, then he came back to Vrindavan, but they're not together. She made a video explaining all this. Left her. Now she's just with her kids, and she's got her mom. So the grandma's there. I guess she helps with the kids. Grandma, mom, and the 2 little kids. And I was just thinking, like, these 2 little kids are growing up in Vrindavan. What kind of education are they going to get? What are they going to do? What is she going to do with these 2 little kids? She going to put them in the Gurukula so they can be abused? They're going to just grow up like little Indian kids when they should be in Ukraine, growing up, going to school, learning, becoming somebody, having a life? It's so sad. Hey, she got deluded into thinking that she needed to take her 2 little kids to Vrindavan so she can run around selling kitri and books to people that don't need kitri and books. And that's going to be her life, because that's what her guru, that's the delusion of this cult. Another life wasted, not only her life, but the lives of her 2 kids. They don't belong there. They don't belong in India. They were fortunate enough to be born in Ukraine or wherever they were born, but now they're going to grow up like little friggin', what do you call it? Oliver Twist. The Artful Dodger or whatever. Manjari Sundari Dasi. I knew her. She's totally brainwashed. It's really sad. It makes me sad. Nobody should be brainwashed like this. Nobody should be brainwashed. I mean, think about it. What are you doing in Vrindavan? I mean, you want to go to Vrindavan and visit the temples and go to the river and go to Radhakund and go to Govardhan Hill and cosplay and then go back home. Fine, go do that. But I mean, this moving there so you can feed the Brijabasis kitri and distribute books while you got your 2 little kids and you're homeless, and I guess she's got some medical problems now. She's got to go home. She had to go home and for medical problems, and it's sad. It's sad to see people brainwashed like this. She's no different than Lalita Ganga, or Noodles, or any of these other brainwashed freaking nuts. Yeah, Duke, sorry about your friend, man. Pay your respects. I offer my respects to your friend. Yeah, our condolences, man. Yeah, she's on a magical mystery tour. She's just cruise like. during my introductory course, they showed documentary on Prabhupada, and funniest thing was how Prabhupada said that earlier these Indians did not buy into his philosophy. Yeah, he wanted to make white devotees so he could prove to the Indians that he was a guru. That's exactly that was his plan. Now I understand why Prabhupada hated Africans. Yeah, he just hated everybody. He hated everybody, man. It's just, yeah, exactly, exactly. His white elephants, and they still think that. I mean, they still think that. Yeah, he put down everybody. He put down everybody. He put down everybody, man. It's just a freaking prick. Yeah, they like to say Krishna is black. We're not racist. Krishna is black. So I always ask them. I say, "Well, are you saying?" I'm saying, I'm saying, "Are you saying Krishna is African?" And they go, "No, no, Krishna is not African." No, I'm not saying Krishna is African. I'm saying Krishna is black. So, but are you saying he's African? I mean, I don't understand. Yeah. No, 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 he's not African. He's Yeah, I read that. I had the one volume Leelamrita. It was a huge book. It was a huge friggin' book. I read that thing. It's a bunch of bullshit. And when I was reading it, I knew it was bullshit. I said they are purposely trying to make this into some kind of like a scripture, like a mythology type. What do you call it? Hagiography or whatever. Some kind of divine revelation. I'm surprised that the Prabhupada's biography wasn't Canto 1 and then like in a verse like and then Prabhupada said, "Mother, may I please have a Rath Yatra cart?" And then it was like a purport explain, and then the next verse, Mother said, "No, son, you may not have a Rath Yatra cart," and then a purport. And then another verse, "Oh, Father." And then Prabhupada said, "Father, may I please gently request from you, with your kindness, flowering like a kadamba plant, would you please grant me the pleasure of building a small yet forceful and spiritually effulgent Rath Yatra cart? Oh, Father, oh, dear Father of mine, who graces heaven, who graces the gates of heaven." Father, that's what I felt. That's what I was reading. I was like, what the fuck is this? Don't give me all this bullshit. I still have Satyarupadas Goswami Leelamrita. Yeah, I had just the one big one version all in one. She has got cancer and returned to Ukraine for her treatment. Yeah, I saw that and I wanted, it made me sad that she was saying I have to return for a medical procedure, and and that's why I thought about these kids. I was like, well, what's going on with these kids? Because she was all alone in the airport. I don't know if her kids were with her or what. I don't know. I just don't know what her story is, but it just seems sad that this woman is, well, Ukraine isn't that far from India. Okay, maybe it's like a 4-hour flight. I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not that big a deal. But for me, from Los Angeles to India, that's a 24-hour endeavor. But it just made me think of her kids and what her kids are going through with this, growing up in India? Are they in India? Are they going back to Ukraine? Are they with the father? Is the father getting custody? Are they going to end up in a Gurukula? Are they going to end up in Mayapur in a girls' school or whatever? Are they going to end up with some Indian family like Gada Garage did with his daughter? Just gave her to someone here. Raise this girl. Take this girl and raise her. But these people are insane. These people are friggin' insane. She is really, really brainwashed. I knew her actually, and she won't just leave ISKCON. Yeah, she seems really brainwashed. In her videos, you can tell she's like a Lalita Ganga. She's make men women beaters. Yeah, we went through this before. We went through that before. Yeah, absolutely. If you're not a woman beater or a woman hater, ISKCON will help you get over that hump. ISKCON will help you get over that hump. ISKCON will straighten you out. If you have a problem smacking your woman around, ISKCON will help you with that. It's okay. I know. Indians need kitchery and books to the bridge of. I know. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. I mean, the one thing that they have a lot of in Vrindavan is kitchery and books. Let me tell you, okay, there's no shortage of kitchery and books in Vrindavan. Yeah, I don't know who she's initiated by. Her and her husband. Wait. I do not know who exactly initiated her, but the times I met and chatted with her, she is really fucking crazy. She looks normal in videos and in person, but absolutely brainwashed. Yeah, and that's the thing is, and that's one of the reasons why a lot of us joined, is because when we went up there, everybody seemed normal. I'm going to tell you right now, everybody at the temple, when I went up there, they seemed normal. And I would talk to them, and I like Narantra, a little Narantra guy. Now I can see he's a nut, but at the time he seemed like a normal guy, because I could talk to him about normal. He wasn't like, ugh. He wasn't like Lalita Ganga or Gora Hari. He could have a conversation. You can have a conversation with him, and like Swavas and a few other people that I met at the LA temple, when I first went up there, I'd already met my friends, and now I was meeting like real ISKCON people, and I was like, well, these guys seem normal. They don't seem, they seem like normal guys. They're just Hare Krishnas, and that's the thing. They seem normal. They seem normal. You got to get into their head and ask them questions about child marriage and this and that, and then you'll see. Then the wackiness comes out. Yes, I know. That's why those kids need to go back to Ukraine, get back in school, and live a normal life. That's what they need. They need a normal life. She is destroying her children's lives. She's destroying her children's lives. I think the husband was trying to get custody of them. No, I saw that. I actually saw that in the video that she was returning. She was returning for medical treatment. And that's what made me concerned about the children. I was concerned with what was going to happen with the children. Yeah, I know it seems like the women really can become unhinged. I'm not saying the men don't become unhinged, but it seems like the women can really become like really unhinged. To the point where they're letting their little girls sit on Indra Yumna's lap. How fucking crazy you have to be to do that? It's deranged devotion, brainwashed, and poor kids. I mean, if somebody wants to join a cult and waste their life away on some bullshit, and thinking cosplaying their life away in a pedophile cult, you want to do that? You know, I can't. No one can stop you. But you don't have to take your kids into it with you. Like, I didn't have to bring my daughter in. I didn't have to bring my daughter in with me. I wasn't forced to, but I did because she was with me and we went to the temple and she liked it and she made friends. And so it was kind of like, it was just something that happened together. But I didn't have to do that. I could have told her, I'm going to the temple, you stay home. I don't want you getting involved with this. This isn't something for little kids. When you're grown up, if you want to do that, no, you know, so I do feel like these poor kids, these poor little kids, they're little, they don't know any better, and they're already with the books and the kitry, you know, like 2 years old, they're already like, yeah, they're already being groomed. Gaslighting at its finest. You know, and Prabhupada teaching these people, you know, the manipulation. It's so sad. It's so sad. I know, it's kind of a bait and switch. It absolutely is, man. It absolutely is. You think when you're going to join, you're going to be a spiritual person. There's going to be incense and flowers and bells and statues and everything is going to be just so wonderful. And it's not. It's the opposite. It's the opposite because it's a constant mental battle to chant, to believe, to stay in, to read the books, to distribute the books, to say the prayers, to do all that stuff. It's like the mental turmoil, so that you can say, I'm following and I'm in good standing. I'm like these guys all want to say, I'm a monk. I was a monk for 4 years. I was a monk. And that's why I say, fuck you, you weren't no monk. You don't get to put on a dhoti, shave your head and do this shit for a year, 2 years, 3 years, even 20 years. And they say, I was a monk. No, you weren't. You're cosplaying. This is bullshit. And then 99% of everybody ends up in a parking lot, just like you said, in a parking lot with a shopping cart full of books, or like Radharani with her bracelets and her whatever stickers, jogging off buttons, whatever she's got. 65 years old, she's running around Hollywood Bowl parking lot selling stickers. I mean, I'm not trying to make fun of her. I'm saying that is sad. I'm saying it's sad. It's tragic. It's goddamn tragic. And when I say it, I bring it up, it sounds like I'm making fun. It sounds like it's a joke. It is not a joke. Yeah, her husband left her. Her husband left her. And that's what I'm saying. And I'm not, hey, divorce, people get divorced all around the world. But ISKCON, it's hard enough to be married. You're going to be married in ISKCON? You're going to be married in ISKCON where your whole life is just a mental struggle, like I said, and then you got to deal with your wife that maybe you love her, you're attracted to her, you want to have a romantic, loving relationship, but you can't because you're in a cult. Or maybe you're arranged marriage where you just got married because you were horny and you wanted to get married, but you're not really in love. I mean, this is a bunch of bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. And people are supposed to have a normal life. God damn. Yeah, she just went. Her real name, yeah, she's in Vrindavan, but she just left. I just saw this video where she got on a plane and she went back to the Ukraine. She's got like breast cancer or something. Or she had an operation. She's got something, and it's really sad. It's really sad. Her husband is a quiet man. When I saw him, he's polite but quiet and does not communicate much with the other male devotees. Perhaps language issues like the one in Yeah, I mean, the video she just posted, she was getting on. She was in the airport. She was talking about first. She was talking about I'm going to answer some questions. I'm sick. My husband left me. He filed some papers, and I have a medical emergency. I'm going back to Ukraine. And I think she had an operation. I'm not sure. I think she had the operation. And so she went back. Mike, listen to this series. Can you talk about the pundits' exodus from Kashmir in 1990? You know what? I'll look it up. Just for you. I don't usually do this, but just for you, I'll look it up. I'll see what I can find out, and I'll talk about it. Absolutely. I'm going to do that for you because I'm that kind of guy. I'm that kind of guy, man. The pundits from Kashmir in the 90s. I'm going to look it up. Hey, no problem, Rafael. Thanks for stopping by. Good to see you, man. I'm glad you stopped by, and I'm about to wrap this up. Let me get through these Islamic terrorism. Yeah, I'll look that up. See what I can find out about that. I don't know much about that stuff. Oh, that's horrible. That's horrible. I hate to hear about that kind of stuff. That's really horrible. Yeah, that's nothing good comes out of these cults. Okay, we'll just leave it like that. Nothing good comes out of these cults. What am I going to end up? What am I going to end with? This.
I can dance. Boom, 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 You sing it with me, and then you'll know. Boom, 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 yay!
Yeah. Hey. Well, here's to a better life. Here's to a better life. I know you weren't the only one that had to flee, so I hope everyone that got out, got out all right. Hey, everybody, listen. I had a great time tonight. For me, it's tonight. I had a great time with you guys. It's so much fun and so rewarding, so therapeutic. I love getting together with you guys and getting this off my chest, making fun of these Hare Krishnas, raising awareness. And remember, the Hare Krishnas are having their Rath Yatra all across North America. So let people know to stay away from them and deny them.
I do not avoid women, Mandrake. Yeah. But I do deny them my essence.
Deny them your essence, okay? Deny the Hare Krishnas your essence. Yes, pause. See you next time, man. Stay strong. Stay strong. We're with you, and your brother's gonna get out. Your brother's gonna get out, man. And I want to thank everybody, Fake Human and Ghana and Rafael and Dawn and Weird Planet and Eliana, moderator, and Aviraj and AJ and everybody. Really, everybody. I can't thank you enough. And all the viewers out there, all the new viewers, hit the like, share, and subscribe, man. I'm glad you found the channel. And all of you old timers in here, thanks for sticking it out with me, man. I love you guys. I love you guys so much. Everybody, please have a great time, great day, great night, great evening, great morning, great afternoon. If you're hungry, have a great brunch, and please have some great luck. Stay out of a cult. Let's finish this up with the ding of the bell. There we go. Class is over. And this is the time when you all get to see me when I was once a Hare Krishna a long time ago. And if you look out, if you look and watch, pay attention, you'll get to see my daughter in there with me in some of these pictures. So thanks, everybody. I'll see you next time.
I do not avoid women, Mandrake. But I do deny them my essence.